Yo, what's going on, man? Y'all already know you in for another week with your boy Reezy Rome, man, with Sports Talk with Reezy Rome. Man, it's been going down. Man, there's been a lot going on in the league. And before I can even speak on any teams and what they're doing and the progress and, the playoff picture or anything like that, I want to take this time out to talk about the incident that happened on Thursday between Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. So the situation happened where it was a few seconds left in the game. The Browns had pretty much won the game. Myles Garrett thought to go hard at the last play of the game and sack Mason Rudolph. Well, that didn't fit too well with Mason Rudolph, so Mason Rudolph really tried to snatch his helmet off, and if you really look close, and it almost like broke his neck. At that point, Myles Garrett got irate, lost it, and snatched Mason Rudolph by his helmet up. Now everything at that point we thinking that it's about to die down. It's going to end, and teams go to their sidelines, the game in. But no, Mason Rudolph charged Myles Garrett some more. Myles Garrett, at that point, he's not himself. He lost it and then struck the man across the head with the helmet. Now, let me say this. Myles Garrett was totally wrong. Using the helmet as a weapon, they're not going to allow that. And that was just totally out of character. And, he should get the 6 games. I feel like that's fair. And we'll see you next year. That's fair. But on the same token, let's not forget Mason Rudolph triggered all this. I mean, even though Myles Garrett shouldn't have did that sack, he don't do that sack, none of this happened. But he did it, okay, cool. Mason Rudolph trying to snatch the helmet off, okay, you hot, okay, cool. Now, once they broke it up, that should have been it. But no, Mason Rudolph wanted to charge Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett at that time lost it, struck him across the helmet. Struck him across the head. Now we having this situation where Myles Garrett is suspended for the rest of the season, which is by any means, I'm being perfectly clear here. That's I feel like it's a right suspension for him. With what he did, I mean, come on, man. You know they weren't going to let you ride off with that. So that suspension, that 6 games, I feel like that's good enough. But what I'm pissed about is how Mason Rudolph just get a fine. He should be suspended, too, for a few games. I mean, he provoked Myles Garrett. He did this. Myles Garrett just lost his cool on it. But nevertheless, Myles Garrett is in a current situation now where he's making an appeal with the NFL to try to get those games, if not taken all the way, lessen down to a smaller suspension. But I think that they're going to withhold, stand on that and give him the 6 games. I mean, man, come on, man. You hit the man with the crown of the helmet. I mean, and I'm going to be real with you. You hit him in the temple or anything else, you probably killed a man. So with that, just taking that into consideration, man, you got to get them 6 games, man. Don't even try to appeal that, man. Just go on and take them 6 games. Be with your family. You have an early off season. Come on back next season. Be perfectly fine. Be the sack leader. Be that defensive player of the year that you wanted to be. But this year is over with, man. You done did that. Them folks no. But everybody want to go in on Maurice Pouncey as well for what he was doing while Myles Garrett was on the ground. Listen here, in the NFL and in football, period, you got to protect your quarterback. And if that had happened to my quarterback, I'd have did the same thing. I'm going to just keep it real. So what he did wasn't wrong. I just think that people on the outside that's looking in just don't understand how rough and how competitive football really is. And when you're out there on that field, man, I mean, bro, you know what goes on out there in between those lines. So let's not act like, people just doing things out of the norm. Man, listen, in between them white lines, man, you finna get the mess knocked out you. So what I seen really wasn't a big shocker to me, besides Myles Garrett hitting him with the helmet, and I just felt like he didn't need to do that, but I still just feel like he blanked out on him and just forgot, and then he probably didn't even realize he had the helmet in his hand. But nevertheless, he's suspended for 6 games. He's up for an appeal, and we just going to see how that plays out. All right, my next subject I want to get on, besides that, things we had happen over the week, man. Your boy Colin Kaepernick came up here to the A, had a great workout. Was scheduled to be working out at Flowery Branch, which is the Falcons practice facility. But through rumors, through other sports talk shows, I heard and what I researched and seen that the contract that they wanted him to sign before working out for them pretty much forfeited all his rights. I mean, like anything moving forward, if they would have allowed him to come back to the NFL, it was going to pretty much forfeit his rights, and he wasn't going to have any rights pretty much in the NFL. Now, everybody I see want to jump on Stephen A. Smith and what he's been saying, but I'm going to be real with you. I totally agree with Stephen A. Smith. And y'all can say what you want to by reason wrong. You could not subscribe to my page. But I told y'all from day one, this is not a bias show. And I keep it 100. I keep it real on here. And reason why I say I agree with Stephen A. Smith. But before I say that, let me just go on and break the barriers down now. Because I know everybody probably thinking like, bro, what you mean? Bro, what you on? Listen, I support Colin Kaepernick with the kneeling, against the police brutality, you know, against everything, the violence and everything that he was kneeling for. I support him. I would take a knee with him. I support him. But my thing is, and the reason why I agree with Stephen A. Smith, because you got to think about it. If you know you're going to try to join a league that doesn't care for that, that's not going to bend nor break on that, and just going to be just downright not with it, period, regardless of what you say, what you do, how much support you have, they're not going to be with it. Then my question to Colin Kaepernick is, why are you trying to even get a job with him? Why not continue to protest and be out here for your people, and let's do this thing on the street? Bump the NFL. Because obviously they're telling you and they're showing you that we don't need you, man. You've been out of the league now 3 years, bro. 3 years. Last time I checked, the NFL ain't missed a beat, man. Everybody on Lamar Jackson now. Like, bro, nobody has missed you. But I'm not saying that to throw your name in vain, like what you're doing, you know, I don't agree with. I love what you're doing. I stand for what you're doing. What I'm saying is, if that's what you're going to do, then do that. But how are you going to try to get mad at a company that you're trying to work for? It doesn't make sense. If the company I work for now did something or put something in the policy that I didn't feel like went with what I believe in, stood for what I stood for, went against everything that I stood for, that I represent, and I had a big problem with it, and I just couldn't deal with it, and it would it would affect on my work performance, or if I want to come in or not each and every day, then there's something that I have to deal with myself. And I have to come to the realization that maybe this is not the company that I need to be working for. Maybe I need to move on to something else. And so that's where I fought Colin Kaepernick at. Because how are you going to come at these 32 owners, Roger Goodell, the way you did this Saturday, only to turn around to ask them for a job? Like, it doesn't add up. Also, while folks are jumping on Stephen A. Smith, I did recall looking at one of his shows on First Take this week and seeing that the contract that Colin Kaepernick signed during this litigation, 3 years of this litigation, it's the same contract that they presented him with this past Saturday. The only thing that was different from what Stephen A. said and from what I heard through them was the fact that the NFL like is protecting themselves in case he get hurt. Like if he gets hurt or anything with what he's doing, they don't want to be a part of that. They don't want you to be able to take a lawsuit out on them. But anything else, he can easily take a lawsuit out on him. I mean, it's the same contract that he signed once before through all this litigation. So I don't understand what's going on. Why you want a job with these folks, but then want to tell them to stop running. They know the truth. Bro, the best thing you should have did was went out there to Flower Branch, worked out for them folk, went on about your day, you'd have been in the NFL this week. But no, you want to go to Flower Branch, then have these folks, tell these folks an hour before that you want to have it in Riverdale. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Atlanta, but Flower Branch, Riverdale are totally on the opposite sides of Atlanta. One south, the other one is way north. The commute is every bit of an hour. And that's an underestimate. Like, I know for a fact it's an hour plus. So, especially with Atlanta traffic, you gotta understand, man, you're dealing with billionaires and their money. What makes you think they want to travel from Flowery Branch way down to Riverdale? I just felt like everything that went into that, man, was just, it wasn't right. Showing up with the Kuta Kente shirt on, that's not even a real character, bro. So I just don't understand where his target was, what he was trying to get accomplished. I just pray that this wasn't a publicity stunt, man, because it's not looking good for him. And we shall just see what happens in a few weeks, man, with the NFL and Kaepernick and his legal team, man. But right now, that junk ain't looking good, man. And I just don't know what to say about Cap. And I just don't understand the message that he's trying to get out. Like, come on, bro. If you want to be a part of the NFL, take the job, do what they say, meet them at Flower Branch, let the other stuff be behind you. But now you trying to throw these new curveballs in the, like, bro, where they do that at? Man, get it together. Understand what you want to do. And just do it, bro. You know, but I'm going to move on from that. I don't want to tie in too much to that because, you know, things are still so much up in the air and we just don't know exactly what the verdict is going to be with Cap getting back in the league or whatnot. So we're just going to stay tuned on that. Just keep our eyes open on that. And, you know, something should, you know, happen within the next few weeks. One thing I want to talk about in the NFL, a hot team that I want to take a little time out to just reflect on and just, you know, put them in a highlighted moment for the moment is the Oakland Raiders, man. John Gruden, Carr, Jacobs, Williams, man, them boys are lighting it up, man. The defense is playing like crazy, man. And shout out to my partner, KC3 LBC, man. Insane. You already know that boy, man, straight out of LBC, a big Oakland fan. He told me from the jump them Oakland boys was gonna do it. I didn't give him any benefit of the doubt. Like, I just knew that they were gonna be trash once AB went through his whole little ordeal with them. I just felt like what they was gonna do after that wasn't gonna be too much of nothing. But they have proved me wrong. They're on a bye this week. And when they come back off that bye, they're gonna have Kansas City, where they'll be going to Kansas City, and they'll be battling it out for the first place in the AFC West. Good luck to the Oakland Raiders, man. I mean, we haven't seen the Raiders do this good since 2002 when they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But, man, they playing lights out right now. Carr is looking real comfortable in that pocket. Brandon Jacobs beasting, running that ball. And, man, the defense is playing lights out, man. The defense is playing lights out. I can only imagine what could have happened had AB just kept his composure and stayed with them boys, man. We probably talk about a team that may be undefeated right now. Who knows? But I just know they're on fire right now. I salute them, man, and keep the job up, man. Straight up. All right, man. So right now, I want to get y'all opinion. We got an MVP race, man, that we got to pick a winner. Who y'all like? Lamar Jackson Russell Wilson. My pick going with that boy Lamar Jackson. I understand Russell Wilson done did this. He's continued to do it. He's continued to show up. Drop them dimes on the dime. I understand that. But, man, what Lamar Jackson is doing right now, man, in this league, man, this is nothing like we've seen before. I don't think we even seen this when Vic played, man. The things he's doing, the moves he's making, you know, coming to the sideline on when they played, who that was? Seattle, to be exact. And they wanted to kick the field goal on 4th down. He went to the sideline, you know, hot. Coach said, what you want to do? He's like, man, I want to go for it. Went for it. Not only did he get the first down, he got the touchdown. I mean, this man has beat the Patriots. You know, this man done beat the Seattle Seahawks. You know, like, this man done beat. Man, this man just continue to do it, man. I mean, I can't even make this up, man. Like, real talk, man. So, and the pattern that I'm seeing from his schedule, I feel like the NFL tried to set him up for a year of failure. I mean, you look at it, they had him playing the Chiefs. They got him playing the 49ers this year, the Rams, the Patriots. The man done played the Seahawks. The man done played the Texans. I mean, bro, the man done played everybody that was somebody in the league today. So I feel like that was probably like a little shot thrown at him to see if he was really what they thought he never wasn't, which was a quarterback. You know, when he came into the league, Bill Polian, I know for sure, thought that it would be in his best interest if he tried out for wide receiver. Well, little did he know, that man said he was a quarterback. And he's showing you, me, and everybody else that he's a quarterback. And I applaud him. Keep doing what you do, Lamar Jackson, bro. You got my vote, man. Real talk. I'm loving every minute I see, baby boy. Salute to you, my dog. All right, next we're going to go on the hot Ravens and those Seattle Seahawks. Man, them boys are playing lights out football. Everybody that coming in their way, they knocking them off. They got some tough opponents in their division that we're going to see if they can get past them in a few weeks to come. But being these two teams are both hot teams that I'm looking for to be in the playoffs, to make big noise. And, you know, two teams that I'm telling you right now to keep your eyes on. Those Seattle Seahawks, those Baltimore Ravens, keep your eyes on them boys, man. Them boys playing lights out football, and that could potentially be a Super Bowl matchup. I mean, one team is representing the AFC, the other team is representing the NFC. So we shall see how that plays out. Man, salute to both of those teams. I like what I'm seeing, man, straight up. But, all right, so, man, my Pats, man, we continue to roll, but do we got what it takes to take it all the way? I mean, the defense is playing. Defense is always going to show up. Tom Brady is always going to show up. But this Sunday, it didn't look too good, man. We was down for a minute. I mean, we had a lot of little sacks. Tom Brady got hit. We didn't have a touchdown. It was just a bad day for the offense. And I really feel like what we got going on now is we're really missing a tight end. A tight end that played a pivotal role in our offense. So without that tight end to take those double team covers or take one of your best safeties or best cornerbacks to stick on them, it leaves everything wide open. And I feel like since we haven't had Gronk, every team that we've played has been able to just focus on the players that they need to focus on without that mix match in the middle. And I just feel like that's what's been hindering us from, you know, making noise that we normally make on offense. But I promise you this, we're going to get right. We're going to make adjustments for this second half stretch, and we'll be in the playoffs, man. We'll get right. We're looking to have that home field advantage because we can't allow ourselves to lose another game and be tied with Baltimore, because they will get that home field advantage being that they beat us. So it's very important to have the road to the Super Bowl come through New England. So we just should see how that plays out. And, man, y'all keep your eyes on my boys, Pats, man. Go Pats, man. Pat Nation. You feel me? Next, man, we're going to go with those 49ers. 49ers, they maintain to get the win, but can they keep it up? Them Cardinals play them boys good. And what I'm starting to see, man, that team is not the same team without George Kittles, and that boy Emmanuel Sanders. So the 49ers better hope like hell that those two guys can be able to perform and be in a lineup down the stretch, because they're going to need them to win more games, and they're going to win them. They're going to need them to clinch that division, because the Seattle Seahawks already have beat them one time, which is a divisional rivalry. So they already got the heads up on them. So they need to win out, and they need to beat Seattle in Seattle the last game of the season to claim that division this year. Other than that, they'll be looking for a wild card spot. I mean, it's just that serious. It's just that tough. It's just that competitive in the NFL. So we shall see what goes on with those boys. But I tell you what, the way they've been playing the last 2 weeks, Jimmy G, boy, you ain't gonna continue to make it like that, my boy. I'm gonna need for you to have your team or player only me, and get those receivers and get them boys on the same page. Them boys dropping too many passes for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, getting hurt is a part of the game. So just because you don't have George Kittles or just because you don't have Emmanuel Sanders, you still got players that need to step up. And I'm going to put that on you because you're the leader. So you have to inform them on where they're slipping up at and what they need to work on. And I just feel like if y'all do that, y'all will be all right. But we shall see, man, straight up. All right, so man, crazy week in the NFL. We got another big week coming up. Thursday night game gonna be popped off with them not Tennessee, I'm sorry, but it's gonna be those Indianapolis Colts with those Houston Texans. My prediction is I'm gonna take those Houston Texans to come in there, get the job done, and take the win. But it's gonna be a lot of good games coming on. Can't wait to talk to y'all next week about those games. But we're gonna roll off the NFL, man. We're gonna roll into this NBA, man, with my Lakers being so hot, dominating stuff, man. I told y'all, LeBron James and that boy Anthony Davis, man, when nobody gonna see him. And they showing y'all that them boys got their eyes on the prize and they ready to host that Larry O'Brien trophy. Straight up, bro. Like, I don't see nobody. I know that the Rockets are the hottest team right now in the NBA with an 8-game winning streak, but I ain't looking at that. I don't see that, man, because at the end of the day, they gonna fold when they come against them Lakers. Harden, he ain't like that anyway, man. When the game is down the stretch in the playoffs, when they mean something, you either win or go home. He always fold, man, and that's what he gonna do this year. That's what I'm expecting for him to do. Harden ain't making no noise, man. Even though they got Westbrook, I like the team, but, bro, listen. Them Los Angeles Lakers, where is that, man? I'm just waiting on the Clippers to get their stuff together so they can get their own gym. It's just time for the Lakers to have their own gym, period. And y'all ain't seeing them boys, man. Them boys, I mean, LeBron James, every time I look up at the TV, the boy having a triple-double. He'll walk a triple-double. How y'all gonna contain that? How can y'all stop that? Like, I can't make this up, bro. Them Lakers are looking so good, and I'm just so happy to be a part of the Laker Nation, man. Go Lakers. Can't wait to see what the season holds for us, man. We on to some big things, man. But hot teams besides those Rockets and those Lakers who I would like to bring up also are those Celtics looking real good, man. Those Bucks looking real good. Raptors looking real good. Them Denver Nuggets even look good. I mean, bro, the competition is early in the NBA. You know, the really good NBA showdowns don't really start really popping out till like around Christmas. And then after that, you know, after All-Star, it's really on. It's ball to the wall. Let's get it, you feel me? But nevertheless, man, it's a good season going on. I'm happy to be a part of the NBA, watching that each and every night, have me something to do when I get home and finish all my work. I love to watch a game or two. Just get me excited, get me going, man. And it's going to be some great basketball coming your way in these next couple weeks, man, next couple months, leading up into the finals in June. But right now, man, that football is where it's at. And being that's where it's at, I can't wait till this college thing rolls on and these playoffs get to rolling in. I do have the mighty Georgia Bulldogs taking it all this year. Call me crazy, call me stupid. But Kirby Smart, I just got a feeling him and them Bulldogs gonna figure it out this year. and they gonna meet that boy Justin Fields in the national championship, and they gonna beat him. I just feel like they're gonna beat him. But who knows? I'm just the host here. I could be wrong, I could be right, but we shall see. But I really don't see Georgia losing no more games. And I know people thinking at home like, what you mean? What they're gonna do when they play LSU in the SEC championship? Well, I tell you what I think they're gonna do. I think they're going to beat them, bro. Straight up. I think they're going to beat them. I think they're going to control the game. The defense going to play lights out, swift, and firm. They're going to put that offense on their shoulders, and they're going to take the game. They're going to take the dub. You feel me? But we shall see, man. It's a lot of great games coming up these next few weeks, man. I want y'all to stay tuned in. Stay locked in, man. And if y'all have any updates, any suggestions, anything that y'all feel like I'm missing or y'all would like to throw in the mix, hey, man, give me a call. Hit me up in the DM. Hit me up on my Twitter. It's Rome, capital ROME, _ Caesar, CAESAR. Hit me up in my DM on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Give me some pointers if you have them. Hit me up on Facebook at Malcolm Jerome, and that's MALCOLMJEROME. Add me, subscribe me, whatever, man. Listen, if you want to catch any of the shows from today on back, from when I first started, check out, man, and go subscribe on YouTube. Reezy Rome. That's right, Reezy Rome. So it'll be Sports Talk with Reezy Rome. That's sports. Pretty sure I hope you know how to spell sports. Sports Talk, TALK, with WITH, Reezy. That's REEZY, Rome, ROME, man. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. Like I told y'all, each and every week, man, I'm going to drop nothing but that knowledge on y'all, get y'all up to date, familiar with what's going on in the league, what's going on around in the league. And, man, hey, man, we out here, man. I salute every team, salute all the players. Y'all keep up the job, keep up the good work. I salute y'all, man, and keep giving me that good debate, man, to talk about each and every week on my show, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all locked in with your boy Reezy Rome. Catch me next week, man. Same time, same place. Y'all already know.